And towards our top story first, in a recent comprehensive assessment, the US Defense Intelligence Agency has shed light on India's strategic perceptions, concluding that New Delhi views China as its primary adversary. Adversary. Pakistan, despite recent military clashes triggered by India's strikes on terrorist facilities, is seen as an quote-unquote ancillary security problem to be managed. Now, this perspective, detailed by the DIA Director Lieutenant General Geoffrey Cruz in his worldwide threat assessment to the U.S. House Armed Services Subcommittee on Intelligence, highlighted the region's complex geopolitical landscape as per Hindustan Times. Conversely, Pakistan perceives India as an quote-unquote existential threat, leading it to persistently develop tactical nuclear weapons to counter-attack India's conventional military superiority. According to the Hindustan Times report, the DIA also warned that tensions between India and China along the line of actual control are capable of escalating quickly, presenting a constant flashpoint. Now, the DIA report further details Pakistan's ongoing nuclear arsenal modernization, noting it almost certainly procures WMD applicable goods from foreign suppliers as well as intermediaries, predominantly coming from China. These materials are often transshipped through hubs like Hong Kong, Singapore, Turkey, and the United Arab Emirates. Looking ahead, the DIA projects that India's defense priorities will probably focus on demonstrating global leadership, countering China, and enhancing New Delhi's military power. To counter burgeoning Chinese influence, India is now actively bolstering its bilateral defense partnerships in the Indian Ocean region through joint exercises, training, arms sales, and information sharing. While India and China reached a disengagement agreement on certain LAC frictional points last October itself, the core border dispute still remains unresolved. Let me read out a statement here. These are the quoted lines. To counter Chinese influence and boost its global leadership role, India is giving priority to advancing its bilateral defense partnerships in the Indian Ocean region through exercises, training, arms, sales, and information sharing. This is as per the assessment's statement. The DIA also anticipates India will continue to prioritize its Make in India initiative to strengthen its domestic defense industry, reduce supply chain vulnerabilities, and also modernize its armed forces. In 2024, India demonstrably advanced its military modernization, significantly enhancing its deterrence capabilities, according to a recent assessment by the Defense Intelligence Agency, or the DIA. Now, the assessment presented on May 11th follows closely on the heels of India's Operation Sindoor, which was launched on May 7th. So, the assessment done by US's Defense Intelligence Agency has laid down some critical point related to Operation Sindoor, how India is heavily focusing on Make in India campaign, relying more on sustainability as well as reliability. It was a comprehensive assessment done by the DIA that speaks more about, in fact, in a louder sense, is about India's strategic perceptions. Also highlighting that New Delhi views China as its primary adversary and Pakistan as something that it has to manage on the borders time and again. Pakistan, despite the recent military clashes triggered by India's strikes on terrorist facilities, is being seen as per this particular DIA assessment report, as the ancillary security problem to be managed at the borders. This perspective has been detailed by the DIA Director Lieutenant General Geoffrey in his worldwide threat assessment to the U.S. House Armed Services Subcommittee on Intelligence, highlighted the region's complex geopolitical landscape. This report has come out through Hindustan Times. Now, conversely, Pakistan perceives India as an existential threat, though India looks at Pakistan the otherwise, something that has to be just managed time and again. And China as the primary and the main adversary to India. Like we said, Pakistan perceives India as an existential threat, leading it to persistently develop tactical nuclear weapons to counter-attack India's conventional military superiority. Let me highlight this line again. It has been written in the report in the assessment. India's conventional military superiority, extremely crucial for us. As per the Hindustan Times report, the DIA has also warned that tensions between India and China along the line of actual control are capable of escalating very quickly, presenting a constant flashpoint between the two nations. The DIA report further details Pakistan's ongoing nuclear arsenal modernization, noting it that almost certainly procures WMD applicable goods from foreign suppliers and also intermediaries.